Welcome to Knock Knock Hi with the Glaucomfleckens. I'm Dr. Glaucomflecken.
I'm Lady Glaucomflecken.
Will and Kristen Flannery, and we are doing something a little bit different today.
A little different, yeah.
So,
Fun.
Yeah, we had a great time lately. We've had a great time lately, just in general in life. Doing great things, doing great stuff. It's great. But recently, we did a Patreon Q&A live stream.
Yes.
So we hung out with members of our Patreon and just talked, answered questions.
Yeah.
Oh man, we
spent an evening together
and just had no idea where this was going to go.
Yeah, which is always fun.
We talked about
it's a crapshoot.
Making TikToks without pants,
Yep.
sleeping in contacts. Ocular albinism got mentioned, which is that's not often I get to talk about that stuff. I was very excited about the eyeball thing.
You did get a little enthusiastic.
I got pretty excited about it.
Tone it down a little.
Who our dream guests would be, what kind of music we listen to.
All sorts of stuff.
Very wide ranging. So if you just
Alzheimer's in the eyes.
So basically, if you want to know like a random assortment of things about us and what's going on in our heads, then this is the episode for you. And so, and normally, we don't release these, but this is
it was really fun.
We thought it'd be really fun for you to hear it. So enjoy. So it sounds like you guys can hear me. Hello, Julie. Yeah, everybody, feel free to. There's a few of you in here already. Feel free to say hi. Gracie, hello. It's your first live stream.
Oh, welcome.
We're happy to have you here. We are welcome to Knock Knock Live.
I like that.
I don't know. Whatever.
We're playing with it. Mrs. says hi, guys.
Hello,
Mrs.
All right. We're so happy to have you all here. You may notice something different if you, I don't know if you listen to the podcast or you watch the podcast on YouTube. But if you watch it, you may notice that Kristen did a whole lot of work on our background here.
Everyone kept complaining about the...
what were people complaining about?
Well, not complaining, I guess, but commenting for sure.
The plant. It was the plant.
No. The plant, yes, coming out of your head. But also there was a big dry erase board back there, but it was black. Everybody thought it was a TV. It wasn't serving our purposes. So
it was useless. It was just kind of messy.
This room used to be like, a home office for a desk job.
Yeah.
So then it came in a little more handy. But
I had obviously you might see some things that are noticeable if you watch a lot of my videos. You'll see the neurologist back there. There's also a salt container and. I'm actually just now noticing some of the stuff up here.
It's not quite done. I might still tweak.
A Jonathan candle is there as well. And the nephrologist, what is it?
Water bottle.
Water bottle there, which is one of my favorite things in the world. Those two things, the Jonathan prayer candle and the nephrologist water bottle.
I put them front and center for you.
So I hope everyone has had a wonderful week, and thank you for joining us, whatever time, wherever location you are. I think I got a message from somebody who normally, I think it was Caitlin. One of the people that came to the live stream last time that said she was in Dublin taking a flight and wouldn't be able to make it.
Oof.
Because it's like 2 a.m. there at this time.
Fair.
Yeah, that's totally fair. But I appreciate all of you for being here and for being part of the Patreon. I hope you're enjoying everything we're doing on the podcast. We are certainly enjoying it. We're having so much fun talking to all the guests and talking to each other. We do enjoy that.
Sometimes.
Right? Mostly?
Occasionally.
Okay. It's like 90% we're enjoying it, our time together. And it's and we got coming up with the games and stuff, and we've just been doing a lot of brainstorming with all kinds of stuff. So we're excited. A few of the ideas for the games might have come from the other game, Cranium. Mm-hmm. We're playing around with that.
Got a Scattergories inspired idea. Yeah.
We're using our childhood to inform our game choices for the for the the podcast games.
Jake says he loves the new background. Well done, Lady G.
Yes.
Thank you, Jake.
If I didn't say that Kristen did all of it, would you believe me if I said I did it?
I think it's implied. I think it would just be obvious.
Yeah.
But,
I'm glad we still have a plant back there.
Yeah, you gotta have a plant. It's a different plant because the original one just didn't quite work right there.
Do we have a name for this plant?
No.
Did we have a name for the other plants?
No.
No. Okay. We don't name plants in this house.
We haven't yet. We could. If you would like.
Gracie, we would not believe you if you said that, yes, you believed me. Because clearly, Kristen.
That just shows that you're not paying attention, really, or not watching it. You're only listening.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would be fine.
So what's been going on with our lives lately that we can fill these wonderful people in on? Other than redecorating.
Yeah, that was the big project.
I've got an East Coast trip coming up in 2 days. I'm doing something that I only do once a year. Actually, one time a year, which is give a commencement address. Mm-hmm. I'm giving a commencement address to a couple different places this year. Usually I try to do 2 per year. Medical College of Georgia and UC San Francisco this year. Mm-hmm. So I've been hard at work putting together, trying to be inspiring. You know how hard it is to be inspiring as a guy that dresses up in 30 different characters and talks to himself on TikTok. It's not the easiest thing to do, to try to be inspiring. So I've been just at it for the last 2 weeks trying to come up with something. So if you guys have any ideas, any throwaway easy jokes I could tell to a captive audience during a commencement address, please, I'm all ears.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear.
But hey, this is a live Q&A, so should we?
Oh, it's a Q&A. Oh, I guess I should stop talking. Let's get to the
looks like
cues.
Brianna has a cue.
You guys have cues?
All right, so 2 things here. 1, I want to prove my cardiology attending wrong. And 2, I actually think this would be cool for you guys to hear about. So I spent this weekend at a conference for Project Adam. Have you guys heard of that?
I have heard of it. Yeah, I haven't been involved in it or anything, but I've heard of it.
Tell us what it is.
Okay, it was very cool. It's a charity that basically is trying to put AEDs enough to be able to get there within 3 minutes in all schools, and then sports fields, community centers, anywhere where kids play, basically.
Yeah.
And my hospital started a chapter. We're trying to fundraise. And we had NFL and all these players and stuff that were sending in a word of support. And I told my cardiology attending, who is not mean or scary because she's pediatrics, I can get Dr. Glaucomfleckens within 24 hours of us coming home from this conference. And she said, no, you cannot. We only got home 4 hours ago. So if you don't mind,
you got 20
recording
hours.
A little, please donate to Project Adam at Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital. I can prove my cardiology attending wrong.
I'm happy to. Absolutely. What'd you say? Where's the location?
Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital at Westchester Medical Center.
Maria.
How about if you send an email to knockknockhi@human-content.com and you can put in the specific details you want included, and then can make a video.
Good.
Let's do it that way. Yeah. I'll make it for you and I'll send it over. Absolutely.
Sounds good. We'd very much appreciate it.
Was it a good conference? You enjoyed it?
It was an amazing conference. So first off, it was all cardiology attendings. I was the only resident there. Oh. So 1, everybody taught me. And 2, every single person wanted to buy me a drink. So that was great.
All right.
And 3, they were the most inspiring stories ever. Because everyone there had these cool survivor stories and stories of starting all of these movements for people that they lost. And it was just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Was it well attended?
And the person running it called Kristen a badass for doing CPR for 10 minutes.
Your reputation precedes you.
I guess so.
And where was the conference located?
It was in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. Great.
Nice.
Great. I'm going to that neck of the woods next week. Yeah. I'll be in Philadelphia for a couple days.
Oh, no, they're looking for a location for next year so you guys can...
we haven't had any big conferences out here in Portland.
In Portland? No, Portland's not a very popular place for a conference. It's not
even Seattle, though. We haven't really. A lot of San Francisco.
Yeah, Seattle's, it's just far away.
Yeah.
The Pacific Northwest. And
guess so.
I think she missed me.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. You have a very sweet little friend there.
What's your pup's name?
Claire.
Oh, that's Claire. I love Claire.
So cute. She looks very happy, very relaxed.
Ignoring me.
Well, we will get you that
Yep,
video so that
absolutely.
you can prove you're attending wrong. And
Yes, that would be great.
Can't believe
She's
you're
not
attending
mean and
didn't.
scary at all, though, despite being a cardiologist. So I think
Yeah.
we should do a video that's like pediatrics versus cardiology, like the really mean one and the really nice one.
That's a good idea. I'll add it to the list.
Yeah.
We'll see who wins.
So
Always
this
looking for
is
ideas.
not a cardiologist that shoves a EKG in your face and makes you interpret it. No. On the fly. Okay. Good.
Are pediatric EKGs tinier?
I mentioned
Why am I asking you?
Yeah, good
Brianna,
question.
are pediatric EKGs
So the
tinier?
actual printout is the same. However, the resting heart rate can be like 160 in a neonate, so it can be a little hard if they have a faster heart rate to find the P waves. If you have a
Yeah,
NICU
there you
baby
go.
and you try to fit 160 beats instead of like say 80 for an adult into that space.
What about
That's
the
very tiny.
signal? Is the signal smaller? Bigger? I don't
Signal,
know.
like the little the
The
squiggles.
voltages
Yeah.
would be lower, but it's usually like adjusted.
Sure.
Or, like you
The
can see it
scale
normally.
is adjusted, but
the danger
yeah.
squiggles.
yeah, the danger squiggle. But see, well, never mind. It's a lost cause.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they can be tricky because like babies are supposed to have some degree of like what if you saw an adult it would be right ventricular hypertrophy because they have higher like right-sided pressures and stuff, so they can be tricky to interpret in kids.
Yeah.
I mean, tricky to interpret. Any EKG is tricky in my book, but probably especially hard when it's a kid.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the info on
Yeah, there you go,
pediatric
everybody. Little
cardiac
little
EKGs.
cardiology lesson this evening.
I'm sure there's a cardiologist who could explain it way better than me.
Oh, that was great. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Bye guys, thank you.
Bye,
Brianna.
thank
you
you.
for being here, Brianna.
Yes.
Good to see
I'll
you.
email you.
Yes,
Perfect.
definitely. Please do.
I'll email you the fundraising link to share on Twitter too.
Awesome.
All right. That sounds good. I love a good cardiac arrest, sudden cardiac death cause. You know, the raising awareness, money, puppies. I don't know,
Puppies,
whatever it
that's
is.
a thought.
Whatever it is. You know, at conferences they have
I know.
emotional support puppies.
I think that's a fun idea.
Mm-hmm. And then when I went to a neurosurgery conference recently, they had an emotional support operating room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure.
I did. That was a joke. Jake has a question. Favorite music? Ooh.
Oh, here's Jake.
Oh,
Hey guys,
Hey,
can you
hi,
hear me
Jake.
okay?
Yes.
How you doing?
Awesome. Nice to meet you guys in person finally.
You as well.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Are you in a garage?
I am. This is
Oh.
my garage.
Is this your man cave?
This
It looks
is
like you
my-
have a comfy chair.
Yes, I have a comfy chair. I've got a drum set that I'm borrowing indefinitely.
All right.
Got a keyboard, a few guitar amps, and I got the treadmill over there.
Nice.
So it's a full gym work, music.
a flex
Setup.
space.
Exactly. Exactly.
I like it.
It's great. Yeah, because my wife took over the main office downstairs.
Oh, okay. And a
I
drum
needed
set
a
in a
space.
garage probably just is pleasant.
Yeah. Sounds
Well,
loud.
Luckily, it's an electric drum set, so it
Oh,
plugs into an
cool.
amp. So I'm
Yeah.
able to,
You just
adjust
put it in
the
your
volume.
ears.
Yeah, exactly. Thereby
Nice.
not,
That's a good.
the neighbors don't
That's a
aren't
way to do that.
bothered by it. Yeah,
Should
Right.
get one of those. That sounds fun.
yeah, for sure. So the timing of this is kind of funny, just personally, because I just had a patient who came in with visual disturbances, and I guess he was like watching TV, and he started seeing all this purple, and all this kind of weird. And by the way, my son
Yeah.
is here. I hope it's okay that he joins.
Oh, hi there.
course.
I'm kind of watching
Hey,
the kids
buddy.
today. If you want to, but anyway, so he, so this guy comes in and we get a neurology consult. And the neurologist recommends transcranial Dopplers to look at the vertebral arteries, and then they wanted an MRI and they wanted an ophthalmology consult. So we couldn't get the transcranial Doppler at my hospital. I work at a small community hospital outside Sacramento.
Transcranial vertebral.
Yeah, these
Dopplers?
sound like just
Yeah.
made up words
Okay.
that someone came
Yeah.
up with to
Okay.
sound
Well,
smart.
that's kind of a weird thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, I'd love for any neurologist to chime in about this because I've never ordered one. Anyway, we couldn't do it at our hospital. I work at a small hospital outside Sacramento.
Mhm.
Then the MRI we couldn't do because he had a pacemaker, even though it was a MRI compatible pacemaker. They still couldn't do it. And then, of course, they wanted an ophthalmology consult.
Oh yeah.
And so I called to the ER. I was like, oh, who's the ophtho on call? It's like, oh, we don't have one. And so then I call the main hospital in Sacramento. Do we have ophtho on call there? Nope. And I call out, I call UC Davis.
Oh my God.
They don't have any beds. Anyway, it's a long story short. I really could have used you. And if you ever want to come down the Sacramento area, I promise I won't consult you that much. It'll be easy money.
So the patient's vision was purple?
Yeah, apparently. But then he got better, and he was so frustrated by it all the lack of ophthalmology consult. I just said, all right, your vision's better. Yeah. Go see your outpatient ophthalmologist.
Brianna,
have you ever heard of this? Something like this?
Well, Brianna mentioned digoxin. That's a good thought. That usually it's like a yellow tinted vision with digoxin.
Inverse digoxin?
Yeah. What's the color?
That's
yellow.
Right.
Yellow is the opposite of purple.
I don't know.
Yeah, so, maybe. Yeah. I looked at this list. It wasn't on. He wasn't on digoxin.
There's visual disturbance. If I end up diagnosing, like if that's the diagnostic code I'm using for somebody, I'm usually having a bad time trying to figure out what's going on with that patient because there's a lot of stuff that happens. I have a lot of different symptoms people have. A lot of times you can't figure it out. And most of the time those people do end up getting some form of imaging or something. So, most of the time you just, you rule out the really terrible, bad potential things and then send them off to some kind of eye doctor, whoever you can find. Available.
Sacramento is close enough though that if you wanted to get like some kind of really powerful like bat signal, but put eyeballs in it, we might be able to see it from our house.
Okay.
So you could try that next time.
Okay, we'll try that. Or I could just have like an iPad set up. It's the Glaucomfleckens iPad. That's right.
Yeah.
That we'll just use exclusively for opto consults.
That's right. But we would love another pager.
But man, I'm telling you, like nobody should ever feel bad about like consulting an ophthalmologist at any time.
Yeah.
Like trust me, like we're like
they're fine.
We got some time.
Yeah.
We're fine.
I figure. You might be at the 11th tee, so I apologize for interrupting the golf game. Right, at 2 p.m. But
well, that's just funny because like a lot of times I'll hear someone when we get on the phone with like emergency medicine, they're like, "Hey, sorry to bother you. I know you're busy." Like, dude, I'm watching Netflix. It's okay. Like, let's do this. Give me something to do. So
that's problem. Good. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And Brianna, by the way, says that everyone should have either some kind of a human child or a non-human child, dog, cat, something. On this live, I fully support that. If you want to bring your kids, you got dogs, cats, turtles. I don't know, a pet snake, whatever you want to say hi. So
my dog might make an appearance tonight. He's also. You guys have a Labradoodle, right, or a golden doodle?
It's a poodle. Yeah, standard poodle.
Oh, nice. Okay,
he's sleeping right over here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got the Labradoodle.
Hey, come on, man.
He's a lot of work. I don't know how. Very cool. Yeah. And then my other question is just, obviously besides the Glaucomfleckens theme, which is the greatest song ever made, what are you guys listening to? Have you guys been to any concerts, any shows recently? You guys like going to concerts?
I listened to a lot of the Bluey theme song.
Things change a bit, I'd say, whenever you have kids, and then they dominate. We made the mistake early on of letting our 10-year-old have the
Spotify
same
access.
Spotify
boy,
we have. So our algorithms all kinds of messed
up. It's all over the place.
But I've loved Radiohead, and I grew up, in the 90s. That was like the kind of alternative rock. That was what I listened to growing up, and I think you reach a certain.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I have something to show you.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
That's a Radiohead poster.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So,
I've seen them in concert a couple times. I love them. They've always put on, I think I went to the In Rainbows and Hail to the Thief. So we're talking.
We went to a Radiohead concert. Was it that one? Yeah, it was in Rainbows.
Hail to the Thief.
In
Rainbows. Yeah, that's the Yep. It was in Rainbows.
Yeah. That one.
Anyway, so I've always loved Radiohead, and but the last concert,
we're mostly like alternative. We both do alternative. You do like alternative rock. I do some of that. I do some indie rock.
Last concert, actually took our our
Oh, yeah.
now 11-year-old to
I
see
was
the
supposed
Killers.
to go. I'm so bummed. I
Oh,
got
cool.
sick, so
Yeah.
she got to have my seat.
Yeah, she really, it was her first concert, which was really exciting. So, and it was
Awesome.
it was a really good concert. Oh, no,
Yeah.
we did see
That's-
Guster. That was another one.
And Guster, yeah, we saw Guster.
That's a great first concert.
Yeah.
Mine was the Beach Boys
Oh,
at the
wow.
Concord Pavilion.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, I
look at
must have
that.
been like 6 or 7, but yeah, I'll always remember that.
Daddy wants to watch this one.
Well,
Ooh, watch it.
I'm getting summoned. He's watching someone play Mario.
Yes,
So
as
very
it
important.
happens. Yep. mhm.
There you go.
But hey, it was great talking with you guys.
Hey, good talking to
I
you.
love the podcast.
Thank
Oh,
Love
you.
your shorts. And,
I appreciate it.
Look forward to more content and more Q&As.
Oh,
See you guys
thank
soon.
you.
Thanks, Jane.
You better go watch that.
Yeah.
That is a sound every parent knows.
We should go to more
Watch me.
concerts.
Yeah, our kids are getting old enough that,
Yeah.
soon we can probably start going to some more.
The earplugs are important
Yep.
with the kids.
Yeah,
And the
especially
concerts.
our younger
Protect the
one is
hearing.
a little sensitive to loud noise,
For sure. But
deep voices.
It was really cool though to see her reaction to the Killers put on a great show. You would have liked it.
I know.
What was the problem?
I was sick. I got sick.
Oh yeah. You were sick.
It was a bummer.
What is Milo? This is Milo. For those of you who haven't seen Milo before. What's Buddy? What are you doing? Are you bored?
Well, you called him over here, and now he's
I
like,
know.
"What? What did you want?
What
I
is
was
it?
sleeping." Gracie has a question about LASIK.
Ooh. Okay, LASIK. Oh, I do know. I know quite a bit about LASIK. Who is not a candidate for LASIK? That's a good question. Am I automatically disqualified for ocular albinism nystagmus? So, I would say you're not automatically disqualified for that, but there will be probably limits to how good your vision could be, and it may be really challenging depending on how much nystagmus you have, because obviously.
Okay, you got to explain what nystagmus is.
So you just get me going on eye stuff. I'm just very excited about it. So, ocular albinism is a disorder where you have what we call a blonde fundus, a very lack of pigment in the eye,
Mhm.
so in the iris and the retina, and it's associated with other potential disorders of the eye, like glaucoma. There's an association. What we call foveal hypoplasia, which is the fovea, which is where light focuses and gives you your really crisp 20/20 vision.
Mhm.
It doesn't develop properly in some people with ocular albinism. And so you end up with less than perfect vision, sometimes 20/40, sometimes 20/80, sometimes worse. And then cataract is another thing. So I would say, depending on how severe the ocular albinism is, it'd be unlikely to be a candidate for LASIK. But it would be the nystagmus. So nystagmus is where you have abnormal movements of the eye that you can't control.
Mm.
All right, because the eye kind of shakes like this, and that makes it very difficult to do a surgery like LASIK, because it's a very precise. All eye surgery is precise, but with things like cataract surgery, we could do general anesthesia and put you out, do the surgery. That takes care of the nystagmus. It's hard to do that for something like LASIK, which is a cosmetic procedure. And so I think with nystagmus, probably not going to be able to find somebody who would want to do that, because it would be a little bit more dangerous for you to have that done, unfortunately. So, but there's lots of other reasons why you can't get LASIK. Maybe you're like Kristen and you might actually have a cardiac arrest in the chair because someone's coming at you with eyeballs stuff with lasers.
I don't want that.
I think that would kill you.
I
from fright.
Don't know that I would die. However, I would not enjoy it.
She's very, very scared of eyeballs.
I'm not scared of them. You're
scared
gross. And I don't want anyone touching mine, but not because it's scary, because it's icky.
Okay, well, anyway, a laser coming at her cornea would probably do a number on Kristen. So anyway,
yeah.
But most of the time, reasons people don't qualify is because they have too strong of a prescription. So it would be like too big of a treatment. They have some other eye disease that prevent them, specifically corneal disease, because that's where you're doing the surgery. So there are certain, things that would disqualify you from LASIK.
I thought you were going to say you might be like me and be getting too old for LASIK.
Well, so yeah, that's the other thing. So there's not an absolute contraindication to LASIK just based on age, but you do have to think about it a little bit more the older you get, because LASIK has diminishing returns. And I don't know if anybody's finding this interesting.
I know. Did
I'm really
everyone log off?
I love talking about this stuff. Happy to discuss LASIK as long as you guys want to. But it has diminishing returns. So it's great if you're like in your 20s, if you're in your early 30s, it's fantastic because you're going to have lots of years of really wonderful vision until you eventually
early 30s ish.
Yeah, well, but then the point is, once
plus
you
or
get
minus 5.
Say you have LASIK and you get perfect 20/20 vision, and then what happens when you turn 40? You start needing reading glasses, and all of a sudden, that glasses independence that you enjoyed for so long is now going away. So that's why I always caution people who are like, 38 years old, and they're like, "Hey, can I get LASIK?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can." But if your goal is to never have to wear glasses again, you're going to be out of luck in about 3 years because you're going to be needing reading glasses. So that's why there's diminishing returns with LASIK, which is, it's kind of sucks because like you don't have money for it in your 20s.
Yeah.
And that's when it would benefit you the most.
Right.
So it's it'd be a wonderful birthday present for somebody who's in their 20s to have LASIK. I think it's because it's a great surgery. It really is. It's a wonderful procedure. And it keeps people from wearing contacts a lot of the time, and particularly sleeping in their contacts, which is one of the worst things you can do. There's probably other bad things you can do, but sleeping in contacts is way up there for me. Oh, Gracie's 18 and in college. So
yeah,
you know what? In 18, that's like the earliest. I don't think you can get LASIK before then. So I would
now's the time.
I would give it a few years. I'd give it a few because you're
no, but we already decided she's probably might not want to do that.
Probably not a good candidate for it. Okay, well, that's okay. You know what? You don't really want you may not even want a flap on your cornea. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you would die.
I don't want it.
You'd be the first LASIK associated death. I think if someone tried to come at you with a LASIK.
Jake says, "What about a short nap for sleeping in contacts?" I'll be honest, I just did that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
You slept in your contacts?
Just a short nap.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine, Jake. All right. But you know what? Don't consult me when you get a little corneal ulcer. Yeah,
you can't get all high and mighty when you, Dr. Ophthalmologist, have never had an eye exam.
Don't tell people that.
Too late.
This is all confidential. This is creator patron confidentiality is a thing, right? You guys, don't go spreading around that I've never had a dilated eye exam. I don't wear glasses. I've never seen an eye doctor, which just surprises people. Like, why do I want to be an eye doctor?
You know what? You should try looking in the mirror.
Because I'm an eye doctor.
Yeah, you said you've never seen one.
Okay. What else we got here?
Question we got. Kristen's serious question. What's the secret to being married to someone who has a chronic case of multi-character sketchy silly disorder?
How do you feel about that? Being married to me. Do you still like it? Yep, she does. She still likes it. We're still happily married.
Mm-hmm. I don't. You come in here and you do it all by yourself, and I make you shut the door. So I mostly just pretend it's not happening.
Sometimes I surprise you, though. You walk in and I'm doing something funny.
Well, when you're in here, I'm not very surprised. It's more when you're like out there in the rest of the house where it doesn't usually take place, and then I stumble across it. Then I'm surprised.
Well, because sometimes I'm recording a skit and I realize, like, I forgot I need a cheese grater from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so
my things go missing.
So I'll be I'll be like in some various combination of costumes, mostly wearing pants, sometimes not.
Usually not.
And I'm just like, imagine the neurologist, but with no pants, just like speed walking through the house to try to find a
And
cheese
like
grater.
SpongeBob underpants.
That's the mental image you can have of what happens sometimes around the house.
Yep.
What about SpongeBob?
And then you're
What'd
concentrating.
you say?
SpongeBob underpants. I don't want people to think you're going around just commando.
Oh no,
Just
I've
easy
got
breezy.
Yeah, I've got
fresh and
underwear on.
squeezy.
Yeah.
So
I'm not an animal. I'm not Winnie the Poohing around the house. And Juliet will now be thinking about that when she watches.
You're
my videos.
welcome.
Yes, it is true. I mean, how many none of you have ever seen me below the waist. You have no idea.
Right. You don't know that his legs are 10 feet long.
Yeah, I've got very long. I'm very tall. That's surprising. When I meet people in person.
You don't look, I'm very short and you are very tall, and we're sitting in the same, two of the same chair, and you can't tell the height difference. So sit up straight. There's a little more of it there, but not as much as actually exists.
I am 6'4". And so whenever I go to conferences and people like meet me and they're like, "Oh, you're tall." I get that a lot.
Yeah.
"Oh, you're tall." Well, because you can't tell because I'm recording myself.
And I'm 5'3" if I stretch.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's, you can't tell though.
So let's go around and everybody tell us how tall you are.
Yeah.
Now's the time where we reveal our heights to each other. Really get to know each other quite well. Do I play basketball or volleyball? I played tennis and ultimate frisbee, of all things, which are two sports I think that are very helpful to be tall in, actually.
And it's not embarrassing at all to say your husband plays frisbee competitively.
I played like semi-professional ultimate frisbee for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I was like traveling around the country. I was like seriously into it. I was like a walking like hippie stereotype. I was like did stand-up comedy and played ultimate frisbee. And my hair was very long.
Me rethink my choices. Now that you put it that way.
Yeah, ultimate frisbee.
Mm-hmm.
You were almost married to like a world champion ultimate frisbee player.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite make it, but
tore that ACL.
I did. I tore an ACL. That was kind of the beginning of the end for my. And now I'm 37 years old. So yeah,
that's done.
I don't play for other reasons now.
Well, you're trying to play again.
I am. I'm gonna join an old man league.
Mm-hmm.
So at my age, I can be in the Masters division.
That's a nice way to put it. Makes you sound wise.
Which was the what I was trying to do with what Jake says here. He's am I still doing indoor soccer? Yes, I am. In fact, I have a game tonight.
You do?
I do. I don't know if I'm going to go.
Yeah,
because
we might need to talk about that.
Because I've got like 3 speaking engagements next week, and I really don't want to hurt myself before I leave on my trip. So I might not go tonight.
Those are the things you have to factor in once you get to this
like
age.
what kind of risk are you willing to take in the rest for your life?
Just to go play some soccer for an hour.
Go play soccer. I'm enjoying indoor soccer. We have yet to win a game. We've lost a couple close ones, but again, our team name is Bedtime at 8. So it kind of tells you who we are.
It's kind of ironic because all of your games happen after 8.
They do.
So that was.
They do.
Was that intentional or poorly chosen?
Well, it's just when it's like the least competitive division. So they're going to put it at like the indoor soccer place is going to put the game in the least desirable time,
right?
Which is Friday nights from like 9 to 11.
Well, you're the only ones now with plans on Friday nights, 9 to 11.
True.
So it works.
True. Gracie wants an eye doc goes to an eye doc.
Vlog.
Oh man, I know. I do. I should. The first time I get a dilated exam, I should film it.
We should put it on the podcast.
Do you guys want to see that? You guys want to see the? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know when.
Episode.
I don't want to get my eyes dilated.
Ha!
Who enjoys that?
It's very important for you to get a dilated eye exam every year. They need to be able to see your retina, other things in the back.
It's true. That does sound like me. I say that kind of thing quite often. So So yeah, but Brianna asked about our kids' names, who our kids are. We do like to keep our kids private. Yeah.
Until they're old
You know
enough to make that decision for themselves.
Yeah, we got an 8 and 11-year-old, and right, yeah, 8
Yes.
and 11. But because there's a lot. Not that you guys are the crazy people online, but
Right. It's just not our decision to make.
right.
Is how we feel about it.
We want them to control their own social media identity and presence, guided by us. But that's very important to us. And
yeah, I don't want to make a decision for them that you then can't reverse if it turns out they didn't like that decision.
But they do love Dr. Glaucomfleckens.
They do.
They think I'm very funny still, for now.
And we do put sometimes, their voice might be in a video or the back of them.
And we're talking about maybe trying to do some kind of podcast thing with the kids.
Yeah,
actually. So anyway, we're playing around with some ideas. Hi, Will and Kristen. Okay, so if you could each have a dream guest on, healthcare professional or not, who would you want to talk to?
That's a really good question. Oh, I hate questions that are like one favorite or one, that just feels like a lot of pressure.
I know.
But I get the spirit of the question. It's a good question. I don't know. You go first. Conan O'Brien coming on our podcast.
I would love to have Conan O'Brien.
That would be fun. He was the commencement speaker at my grad school graduation.
That's part of why I want to talk with him. I want to tell him about
just ask him if he saw me in the audience.
I have a picture. What you want? No, I have a picture of me trying to accost Conan O'Brien.
Yes, and he's walking away.
I tried to shake his hand and I could not get there. I tried. So
he had people moving him along, but
he did.
You guys are about the same height.
Yeah, he's very tall.
I think he's taller than you.
Very, very funny. He was just brilliant comedian. I've been watching him since. I remember taping episodes of Conan O'Brien. Me and a friend of mine when we were in high school. Like VHS taping, and then
some of these people may not know what that is anymore.
Actually, VHS that was probably more like junior high. That was like early.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, because after that it would have been DVD, but also DVRs.
Remember TiVo?
TiVo.
God, we're old. We're so old.
This is taking.
We have an 18-year-old on here.
I know.
We can't.
That's what I'm saying. They may not know about
this.
VHS.
I'm sorry, Gracie. You're probably like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you for being here anyway. And I do like the Fleckies. I like that.
The Fleckies.
So
Lil Flex.
Lil Flex. Yeah, the Fleckies. That's good.
It sounds like Trekkies.
Fleckies. No, I like Fleckies. Lil Flex. Glaucomflex. I don't know.
We'll think about it. We'll workshop it.
Oh, good. Gracie's she's still enjoying this.
Okay, good.
Even though she probably can't relate to anything we're talking about. Oh man, what was the big giant CD? The laser disc?
What are you talking about?
Remember then it was like elementary school. They had Jake, you know what I'm talking about? Is a laser disc? Laser disc. It was like Juliet, it was a CD, but giant. It was like the precursor to CDs.
Was this something that you would have had at school?
At school. It was like a school
that's probably why I don't know what you're talking about.
Laser disc, yeah, size of an LP, so size of a
like
record.
A record,
but it was like a CD.
And what did you do with it?
It was I don't know. It was something they had videos on it, like movies. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I only remember seeing those at in elementary school, so I don't know. But anyway.
Okay, Will wants Conan. Kristen, pressure's on.
Come on. What you got?
Well, I don't know. Am I allowed to give spoilers? Floppy disks, yeah. Because we did have a guest on recently that I really was excited to talk to because I really like his stuff. Koof? Well, there you go. I just said, are we allowed to give spoilers? But there you go. You just dropped it before we got an answer. So, yeah.
We can do it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Take that, Aaron. Bonku, Dr. Bonku. He's health design.
Oh, no, I know. Come on.
What?
The armchair expert people.
Well, that would be fun. I would rather go on theirs. I mean, I would take them on ours, but
Yeah.
that's such a
Which one, Dax or
both
Kristen?
of them. Monica.
Or Kristen.
You don't even know.
What's her name? Kristen
Bell is Dax's wife.
Okay, but
Monica
Monica.
Padman is the co-host
Okay, gotcha.
of Armchair Expert. But
She's obsessed with Armchair Expert.
I've listened to every single episode, and I don't get more than about a week behind at a time. But
so
anyway,
to our producers, if you guys can.
No, they're on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they know. I've already told them.
That would make, I don't know. I don't even know.
My lifetime, I think.
You could just like drift off to sea after that. You would have accomplished everything you've.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go after that.
That's
right.
You ride off into the sunset.
No, but I do like it because not because it's hosted by a celebrity or whoever. It could be hosted by anybody. I like that they really go into, it's not this like black or white dichotomous experience to be a human being. And there's a lot of psychology and social psychology in it, and that's what I specialized in. Anyway, this is not an Armchair Expert podcast episode. But
there you go.
There you go.
And Gracie asked how Jonathan is doing these days. So if you guys have noticed, I haven't put out a lot of skits like lately. I've just been, I don't know, like a tiny little bit burned out on like filming the skits just because I've been doing
You've been really busy. That's part of it. It's hard to squeeze all the things in all the time.
I've been like doing it nonstop for like 3 years pretty much. And so it was, I think it was April or May of 2020 when I started making skits. March, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's been pretty much like at least 2 a week, for the past 3 years. So
there's more coming. Don't worry. This is not a resignation announcement.
It's
just took a little break.
But so I've been on a little bit of a skit filming break, still doing the podcast and stuff, but just focusing on other things and by my own time and mental health and all that stuff. But now I'm starting. Last couple of days, I've been like feeling the itch to I got ideas. I've got like a ton of stuff I want to get out there. And so I'll be coming back soon. Yeah.
Got to get through these speaking season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The next week is a really big week for the speaking events. And so once we're through that, I got a nice long break from doing anything else. And so I'll be getting back on it. I've got a ton of like healthcare, private equity, just health insurance related material that I need to get out there. I've been
cooking up a series,
building it up, and I've just got a lot. So anyway, And Jonathan, to answer your question, Gracie, what Jonathan is up to, he's
charging.
What?
He's charging.
Oh, he's charging. He's in his closet.
Mm-hmm.
Charging. There you go. Let's see. What are favorite characters from the Glock cinematic universe? What's your favorite character of mine?
The OBGYN.
That's not. Come on. Of mine.
She said of the Glock cinematic
I know she
universe.
said that, but I knew you were going to answer that. So I was wanting you to do something else.
This is a second. What's your favorite question?
Okay, I'll answer. I like right now. Mine changes, but right now mine is Ortho. I love Ortho.
That is a good one.
It's a good one.
I did not like Ortho that much at first, but then his character kind of developed a little more.
He's evolving.
And yeah, I like where it's going.
Pediatrics, definitely. Ortho, neurology. Neurologist is a good one. Psychiatry is a good one. The therapy, I like the therapy videos. Those are some of my favorites.
I mean, an emergency, that's a classic. So
it's one of the first ones.
It's a good one.
You gave me one.
There you go.
Emergency. Let's see. Another question. What do you think about all that research about Alzheimer's, first signs that might appear in your eyes? I mean, it makes sense because Alzheimer's it's obviously a disease that affects the brain, and the eyes are just an extension of that. You have neural tissue in your eyes. They're a part of the central nervous system. So, I can't say I know a lot about it, but if we can figure out how to diagnose it with an eye exam, I'm all for it. I would love to expand the indication for people to get an eye exam because, especially in the older age group, they need regular eye exams. There's a lot of diseases that people can be followed for.
Or 37-year-olds who's never had an eye exam.
And me too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The clinical significance of retinal diagnosis still needs to be worked out. Amyloid proteins are detected in the eye. Does that mean the individual is certain to develop symptomatic Alzheimer's disease?
Yeah, so that's like a further research question from that
Good
study.
question. Aaron, just giving me things to read. It's been a long day,
He says,
Aaron.
always ignore me.
That's our producer, everyone. Ignore him.
Hey, we want to know what you guys want to see too. Like, bonus episodes that don't necessarily have to be, the typical Knock Knock High episode, 20 minutes or something.
Did you guys like the Mr. Beast one that I did? If you remember that, I don't know if you remember that or if you saw it, but it was just a separate episode I did where I talked about the thing Mr. Beast did where he paid for cataract surgery for a whole bunch of people and then also answered some eyeball related questions, similar to some of the ones that you guys have had.
Yeah.
And so
people have a lot of eyeball questions.
They do, yeah. So I'll probably start doing some more of those. And, Kristen and I could do some together and she could do one and, lots of different ways we could go with the bonus episodes. Yeah. So, and eyeball tattoos. Thank you. Shanti coming in from the top rope with eyeball tattoos. Bam.
There were a lot of weird eyeball trends. We could do a bonus episode on that, like the urine in your eyes.
There's urine eye drops. There's iridology. There's staring at the sun. There's
will and eye tattoo.
All kinds. Still want the name to name the plant.
It's a new plant now.
Yeah. John, I think we already said Jonathan Jr.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that. A little Johnju. Johnju.
I feel like
John Jr.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's
okay.
Doesn't click with me.
All right. Well, we'll think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put it to a poll. We'll come up with some ideas and we'll do a Patreon poll for what to name the plant.
Yeah.
We're doing very important things here at Knock Knock High with the Glaucomfleckens. Let's see. Do you have anything else you want to say? Any parting words of wisdom?
No. I don't.
That's it.
I'm not wise. That's not true.
Yeah, I gotta make it to my big game. Please wish me luck and pray for me that I don't get hurt.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for being here. And till next time. We'll see you.
Call your mother.
Bye, everybody. Well, that's it for the live stream video.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed it. We had fun.
Yeah, thank you to all who were there, who joined. Thank you to all who listened. And we just want you to join next time. We do this every other month. And so if you're interested, go to patreon.com/Glaucomflecken, or you can go to Glaucomflecken.com. You can learn about the Patreon there. Lots of cool perks, more bonus episodes like this, and other episodes
other
where
kinds
we
of
react
bonus
to
episodes.
medical TV shows and movies, or you should just hang out with us.
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah, party over on Patreon. Early ad-free episode access as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, polls and photos and
we do a lot of if you've got some opinions that you would like to share about this show,
yes,
that's the place to be, because we really like to hear about the opinions of our patrons.
We get a lot of feedback, and it's really good for us to be able to improve on this podcast in that way. And so if you have any other ideas that you want for bonus episodes, we'd love to hear them. You can always reach out to us by email, knockknockhigh@human-content.com. You can visit us on our social media channels, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the things, and hang out with us and our Human Content Podcast family on Instagram and TikTok at Human Content Pods.
You can ask any burning eyeball questions that you have, whether your eyeballs are burning or the question is a burning question.
Yeah, burning.
But unofficial medical advice.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to talk about with burning eyeballs.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another time. Thank you for listening. We are your hosts, Will and Kristen Flannery, a.k.a. the Glaucomfleckens. Special thanks to our guests today. all of you
That's
guys.
right.
That's right. Our executive producers are Will Flannery, Kristen Flannery, Aaron Corney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brooke. Our editor and engineer is Jason Portizo. Our music is by Omer Ben-Zvi. To learn about our Knock Knock Highs, program disclaimer and ethics policy, submission verification and licensing terms, and HIPAA release terms, you can go to Glaucomfleckens.com or reach out to us at knockknockhigh@human-content.com with any questions, concerns, or fun medical puns /jokes /real jokes. Knock Knock High is a human content production.
Knock, knock. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching the episode. You can find more on that playlist over there. If you prefer to listen, or you just had your eyes dilated, you can binge full episodes wherever you get your podcasts. Or join the party over on Patreon, where you get early access episodes, hang out with us, get lots of exclusive bonus content. Help you subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think.